Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, comfort killers, I am Stacey A. Cross, and there is no E in my name. And I have here with me a comfort killer early in the morning, bro. And it's not that early, but it's earlier than most interviews, right?
Exactly. I've been up all night, so.
Yeah, that's what it is. I have David Wongk here from puretropics.com, and we're going to learn how he has been able to build his business from scratch. Well, before scratch, it was just a dream, man. Dude was working a 9 to 5 in a safety net, getting cuddled by comforts, right? Left that piece because he realized he had way more potential than that. So, David, thank you so much for joining me here on the Comfort Killers.
Anytime. Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. So I love what you said about that. You know, you are the definition of someone who started with a dream and brought it to fruition, because most of the times we stay in a dream state, and I know a bunch, and I've been there. So tell me, what was that cycle like? And then we're gonna go back in your past, man. I'm gonna go way back.
That cycle it was good. It was a learning process, a step ladder to where I am now. That job allowed me to build my whole company. I built my whole company at work.
Yeah, at work.
Is probably hearing this now, like, yeah, you got me, but I built this at work. Yeah.
No, you know what I love about that? Because people, gurus, right? They're like, listen, you're not an entrepreneur until you leave the safety net, right? And that's understandable. But there's a way to build your entrepreneurial spirit while you're at work in 9 to 5. I'm telling you, I'm using resources. I'm using their facts. You know,
I'm using everything. Copy machines, printers, everything. I told them from day one I'm retiring at 30, and they would laugh at me the whole time. They laughed all the way till I walked out.
Yeah, so what did you do before you started your company?
Before I started my company, I worked at an engineering firm. I was a pilot and aircraft mechanic.
Wow.
So a lot of government contracts, R&D research, things like that.
So, I mean, mommy and daddy, anybody will be like, man, you made it, bro. You got the American dream. This is what it is. It sounds good, but to you, something in your heart wasn't right, wasn't saying right?
It's funny. When I told my mom I was going to quit, she told me, are you sure that's what you want to do? You have a nice job. See if you can do part-time. But my mom was so smart. She says, but you know what? You've been going on your wisdom, and it got you this far. Stay on your wisdom. And so when I quit, it's been the best thing.
Oh, well, so then your mom was one of the ones that are kind of like, they support who you are because they've seen that inside of you.
Exactly. She's the one who told me to get into skincare. She's like, you're always mixing up my stuff when you were little. You
wow.
What you were good at.
Wow. See, that's unlike my mom. My mom was like, if you ain't a nurse, you ain't shit. Okay. All right. No, but that's all right. That's all right. Because that's their own traditional mindset.
It is.
But I'm so happy to hear that, because it's not the same for everyone. Two people are not alike. So I'm glad to, shout out to your moms, man. Shout out to your
mom. Man. Big driving force.
So you used to mix up skincare products as a child?
Man, I was mixing up anything. If it was 2 bottles of anything in the house, I was seeing what would happen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I actually made a mosquito repellent when I was like 10. It somehow worked.
Damn.
But, but it started when I was young. I always knew I wanted to design colognes and perfumes and stuff, but, life tells you need to do something else.
Right. And what's so funny is because the passion was there, the purpose was there from a young child. Like, you didn't have to go discover what my passion and purpose was. You kind of knew because these are the things that excited you as a child.
I had to remember it. Growing up, everything you want to do when you're young doesn't always stick with you.
Yes.
So even though I still mixing stuff up, it never dawned on me, dang, I can make money off of this. So
right.
I had to rediscover that.
Yeah. So, I mean, how old are you now, David?
I'm 28. I'm an old man now.
Nah, yo, cut it out. Cut it out.
Oh, man, I'm out here running.
I know. You don't sleep, and that's you don't sleep. We're going to have to start using the skincare products under my eye.
Oh, I got some for you, man. Got some stuff for you.
So now you're in this company. You're getting it. You got the itch. You're doing some things. What made you step outside of the amateur reign and say, you know what, let me build this business? And what did that look like?
Oh, man, what made me leave? All right, so I got to take you back a few more months before I left. 6 months in, to my business, I had hit 100,000 in sales.
Woo!
The first 6 months, I was killing it. I mean, I said I'm going to do 100,000 in sales. I said I got 6 months to go. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I pushed and did it. And then I ran into a Secret Entourage, little business group, and joined their business competition. And by the end of their 6-month challenge, I was like, you know what? This job ain't for me. I'm making what I make a year. Well, not quite, but a year almost in a month.
Yes.
And I was like, this isn't for me. It's time to leave the safety net, time to just jump. And I placed second in the business competition. I lost to my friend, but at the end of the day, I won because I was doing more in sales, doing more as a business, doing more as myself than ever before.
Right. And you know, when you have a product and it's a skincare product, you know, I checked out the website and you have a whole line of these skincare. You got ingrown hair, you got the tropical essence skin, you know. So how did you create those? How did you get those?
Let's start with the ingrown hair since this is my number one seller. My original product, I had ingrown hairs. Every time I go to a barber shop, get shaved, it was horrible. I was always picking at them. So I was like, I tried everything on the market. It burnt my face. It was just horrible. So I was like, okay, I know what to do. I'm just going to mix some stuff up. And it worked. So I started doing research and mix some stuff up. It worked for me. I told my mom, I was like, yo, I'm going to get rich off of this stuff. Because if it works for me and my sensitive skin, it works for everybody else. And that was a process. After that, it was just listening to what was going on Instagram, making what they wanted. So when you have a cleanser, do you have something for scars? Do you have a toner? And as I'd see so many requests, I would make that product, and it would always sell.
Wow. So your business kind of became aligned with a need then. Hey, there's a need, some pain point out here, and I'm gonna go back in the lab and mix a couple things together and fix your need.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So tell me about Instagram, because Instagram became a huge part of your whole mixture. How did you utilize Instagram inside your business?
Instagram still a huge part. I'm trying to figure out how to add other parts, but Instagram from day one, I was always on Instagram for my personal stuff. I still always am, but I just seen the potential. Instagram has so much potential for growth because it's getting to where it's not free marketing, but back then it was just free marketing. You would grow a page so fast.
Yeah.
I started sending free products out to models, to anybody who would just take one to get a picture with. And I kind of built a hype that wasn't there just by doing that. And even today, my cousin will call me and say, hey, I went to my girlfriend's house and she has your products in your bathroom. Or a homeboy will send a screenshot of some girl on Snapchat he follows who has a picture of my products on. So I kind of drove a hype there that wasn't there, created it.
Yeah, no, that's dope. And you used the sense of giving first to get. So you utilized what the universe loves. You give first and then receive, right? And I think a lot of people are moving away from, I'm not going to give my products for free. Are you stupid? Nobody knows you, bro. You know?
I just paid, $300 in shipping this morning to give away free products. You know what? If I give $300 worth of products, not even products, that's just shipping alone.
Yeah.
Away. I mean, what if 10,000 people get that? I got in Vogue by giving products away.
Yeah.
I mean, I gave it away to a makeup artist who happened to work at Vogue or do work with them, and he recommended my product. And that's how I got it, by giving free stuff away.
And I love that because I love anything that utilizes the universe and these unseen forces to make things happen for us. You know, so it just so happens that person, they pay back. They pay back in multitudes that are exponential that you won't even figure out. And I love that you said you didn't know how you were going to do it, but you made a goal of 100K. And that's what happened. And the universe put pieces in your path to make that happen for you.
Exactly. That and work. Yeah. That and hard work, and you're going to get every goal you want.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I see something on your board back there. You know my eyes I wear glasses. What are those, your goals?
Yeah. No, those are like recipes and ideas and stuff I'm trying. I'm working on some new products.
I love it. He said recipes.
This is the lab. I got stuff right here I'm trying out. I'm always mixing something new. I mean, I have like 10 products I haven't even launched.
I love that because, and before we got on here and before we pressed the record button, we said, there's this very digital business now going on. There's info products that people are selling. Very easy. You don't touch it anymore. But you have something standalone, something tangible, something that we could use, right? And feel great about ourselves. Now, you have huge goals. 1 million in sales now.
This is my goal for this year. 1 million in sales.
1 million, and you're doing it right from the lab, right there. How do you suppose you're gonna get that goal?
I don't know. I'm going to work day and night. I'm going to outwork everybody else. I'm going to start beefs on Instagram with other skincare companies.
Whatever it takes.
Their customers. I'm doing what I got to do. Exactly.
Whatever it takes.
Exactly. That's always what I've done. Whatever it takes.
That's it. Hey man, what are some, because you got a mindset, right? So you stumbled in this secret entrepreneur entourage group. Did they kind of help and support that growth from building something from scratch, or what did
they do, actually. I can't even say they don't, because once I started the challenge, and they just helped really. All right, let me tell you about the challenge. The challenge is you start a business, or you have a business, you set a goal, and in 6 months, if you hit the goal, you get $20,000. You know, and so I was like, man, they're gonna pay me to win. I'm doing what I'm doing, and so I just got to it. I got to work, and during the whole process, they would have different teachers, different mentors reach out and help me. I mean, one of their top CEO guys, Alan, he did all the Google research and says, hey, you need to be on Google ranking for these because your product is so amazing and you don't have that much competition. And he sent a whole list of stuff. When I actually made it to the challenge for second place, landed within an hour there, he had pulled up my Amazon and optimized it, and I'm making 2,000 in sales on Amazon without doing nothing a month. You know, call them, ask advice, but really what they helped me with, man, is put me with other young entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Because you forget sometimes that you think you're in a little bubble when you're not. There's other people going through your same struggles.
Yeah.
I was just in California for their entrepreneur meetup, and they had the owner of Quest Nutrition giving a talk, and you got to sit down with him and talk with him. But somehow, like 5 to 6 entrepreneurs ended up at my apartment every day while I was there, and every day everybody's working and doing an incubator setup. Out the blue, 6 people sleeping on my floor, working every night, working all morning, beating each other up. I mean, so they put you in contact with people who are successful, people who are on the same path as you and motivate you.
Yeah, and did you set this goal prior to going into Secret Entourage, or I'm keep saying, is it Entourage? Yeah, right.
Entourage.
Yeah. Did you set that $100,000 goal prior or while you were in?
That was before.
See, this is
that was before. Then, all right, this is crazy. Then I joined Secret Entourage, and in that 6 months, I probably did more. Well, that was last year. I was in that competition. Last year, I pulled almost 400,000 in sales.
Damn.
Yeah, my company's only going on 2 years old.
I love it.
So yeah, they really pushed me to the next level. Before them, I was like 16,000 in 1 month. I was like, whoa, unbeatable. With them, I was like, wow, 25,000 a month. I gotta get to 30. I need to.
So now you start dominating yourself in competition with yourself now.
Exactly. I wasn't even reading nobody else's stuff. I was just like, how can I be better every month? How can I always go up? And I'm in this year's zone because I didn't win last year's. And it's the same question. How can I be better? How can I do? I called my mom yesterday. I was like, yo, I think I need to make $70,000 a month. Otherwise, I'm not going to win. I got to figure out how to get an extra $30,000 a month in.
Yeah. Yo, Mommy Dukes seems to be in your corner, man. Seems to be.
Oh man, both my parents. Yeah, my mom really is motivation. My dad helps me out as much as possible with everything else.
That's awesome. It's awesome to see. Because you know what we hear the other side of it, where it's, man, they ain't there. You know, it's good to know that my parents really legit are my greatest supporters, my greatest backers. And, you know, for you to call your mom, you're like, man, I don't know where I'm going to get this extra 30. I got to put it down. You know, you didn't call some mentor out in the universe. You called your mom. I love that.
Yeah. My mom's one of my, she had a business too, but my parents both say when I was young, whatever I said I was going to do, I did.
Yeah.
If I said I was going to graduate early, I graduated early. If I said I was going to be a pilot, I was going to do it. So, when they see me, like, okay, my mind's set. They know
That's it.
I'm going to get work done.
That's it. And I think that's what it is. It's really, you already developed the history. That's why when I said I was going to do this thing, they was like, stop, Stace, just stop it, right? Stop. Because they seen the history. I had to kind of break that and go back and teach them and let them gain my trust again, and vice versa. No, this is great. So you left your company, you're doing big numbers now, and you're just growing, you're growing. What sort of things do you keep in your mindset? Like, let me talk about your mindset a bit, because a lot has to do with the mindset. Of course, you had an iron strength mindset growing up, right? But how do you handle the entire scope of life now to keep evolving?
And I just look at it as people want to give you money. They want to give you money, but if you don't do what you have to do to get the money, then you're never going to get it. So my mindset, I look at is if sales are slacking, it's something I'm doing wrong. If I'm not gaining money, it's something I'm doing wrong. I'm not working hard enough. The other day, I was like, man, I lost my bike. I need to get back to work. I go to California on the last minute. I had just got back in the country from Greece. Thursday and Sunday, I booked the ticket to California for Tuesday. And I was gone. And going down there really got me back in I saw all these entrepreneurs and talked to people. Like, man, this is what I'm in here for. You know, none of my friends around me are doing it. So I have to go out to where other entrepreneurs or other high achievers are, and see what they're doing.
Yes.
And you know, sometimes that gets you back in the game, puts that championship mindset back on you. That okay, I'm doing good, but I'm not doing good enough.
Right. You're not, and there's more to do. There's more people. There's more problems to solve, really.
I swear, man. My homeboy said I did 600,000 in pre-orders in 5 months, and I'm sitting at the table like, what? 600,000 in the year.
Yeah.
You know, it makes you realize you need to step back up and you need to get back on track. I came home and did an all-nighter.
Yes.
I worked my whole flight home.
Yeah.
So it gets you back in the frame of mind.
No, that's it. You amaze me, man. You kind of, you know, because you're humble and you just want to grow yourself. You're only in competition with yourself. You know exactly what to do. There's no freaking demons holding you back. You know, it's just you, yourself, and you're out there just making it happen and solving major problems. Where do you see Pure Tropics within the next couple of years or so? Is it expanded? What are you trying to do with that?
Man, I'm trying to take over. I mean, I'm trying to knock all my competitors out. That's what I'm trying to do in the next. I'm trying to do that this year. I'm trying to take over Brazil. I see such a huge potential for skin, and fragrance is so big out there that even the big companies have factories and stuff down there. And I just see it as an on-tap market for the natural skincare model that's provided to us because they can't get it so readily. So that's what I'm working on right now.
Are you thinking about putting some soaps in your line?
Oh, man. I'm actually starting another line with soaps, and I'm trying to take down Lush with another line.
See? I love it. I love it.
The stars.
Yeah. No, you know, just
take down mom and pops. I want Walmart. I want the big guys. That's what I want.
Yeah, no, that's excellent, man. I really trust and know that you're gonna succeed greatly because your mindset is powerful. Your energy is great, you know. When I feel this energy, I can feel it over the ones and zeros, man. It's not you know. So of course you 1 million in sales. You the biggest results-oriented skincare company, and of course you're proving yourself every day. Someone who started with a dream and brought it to fruition. Now let's say we have the young boy or gal, man. These young comfort killers coming up. You know, they're not into the digital stuff. I think there's the two-tone, man. You got like who has your products? Where are your products stored?
Who has my products?
Yeah, where are they?
Man, my products all around me. We do everything.
No,
we make our products. We ship our products out. We do everything.
Yo.
We make, we bottle, we label, we ship. We do everything.
So you don't want to like have a laptop lifestyle, bro?
I have a laptop. I've been out the country, 4 times this year already? I've been out the country 7 times last year.
See, this guy, he's pumping it out, man. You're doing something right, man. So you're saying, do you drop ship a lot of your stuff? No.
No. I hire my cousins and they come to my house or my office when I ain't home and get to work. I pull up that camera, make sure they're working, and make sure orders going out every day.
I love that because, you know, the first thing they say is, outsource everything.
I mean, I'm going to go to fulfillment just because shipping
Yeah, you're getting
is
to
so
that
much
point.
cheaper. But I mean, you can only do so much as you can. You don't have to start with a perfect setup. You build to a perfect setup.
I love that.
I've changed my website 4 times in 2 years.
Yeah.
I've changed my products labels 3 times, and each time it gets better.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know you were a pilot, man.
Oh man, I've been flying since I was like 14, 15.
Well, could you land on 32R?
32R. I can land
I'm just trying something.
I can land on grass. I land on anything.
So, the reason why I said that, because I flew a plane because I needed to overcome a fear. I was in a Cessna and my heart dropped, bro. One day it just dropped. So I decided to fly a plane to overcome fear. And when I was in control, I realized that it wasn't that scary.
It's not, man.
So,
Did they cut the engine off on you?
Yo, you know what he did though?
What's
he was
that?
like, oh, you feeling, he went with the yoke. I was like, bro. No, but yeah, that's what I feel about fear is just like, you know what? The things that we are afraid of, we need to go do.
Man.
Yeah.
The real thing is, if you have 2 choices and one scares you, that's where you need to go. Every time I quit, I'm like, what am I going to do? How am I going to have health insurance? How am I going to have all this stuff?
Said it.
401k.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when I quit, everything became better. I started making more in sales. I start having more peace. It's a self-fulfillment thing, man. When you don't hold on to that fear, because fear is crazy. Fear makes you think it's 100 times worse than it actually is.
Right.
Fear tells you, I'm gonna get in this plane, I'm gonna crash and burn.
That's it.
But really, when you get in that plane and you touch it a little bit, it does exactly what you want it to do.
And the plane wants to fly, man. That's what
exactly.
It wants to fly. You don't need to fly the plane. It's doing it for you.
I don't know if you've ever seen those videos where airplanes are in a storm tied down on the ground. If you don't tie them down and you don't tie them down right, an airplane will actually fly off on its own.
I never seen that.
You just have to let it.
You know what, David? There's gonna be a lot of people quitting their jobs after this episode, man.
I hope so, man.
And taking a dive forward and just going out there and exploring, changing their website 4 times, asking their mama what's going on, man. There's gonna be a lot of people making it happen for themselves, and I appreciate that. Is there anything that you want to say to anyone? Any message, anything that you want to deliver right now to our comfort killers? Let us know.
Man, I'll tell you this, and my parents taught me this back in the day. It's be diligent. Whatever you do, be diligent. They used to tell me a diligent man will sit at the table with kings. Be diligent in everything you do, you will succeed. You will win. If you're sitting there and you don't want to check emails, but you check 600 emails that day, you're going to get it done.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, it's that customer service that people are going to say, oh, wow, that's amazing. When I send products out, and it says delivered, and they say they don't have it, I don't even question them. I send them a new thing.
Right.
Because that diligence at the end of the day is going to make them tell their mom, their sister, their friends, their aunties, and it's going to bring more business in at the end of the day.
Right. And I love your strategy. Thank you so much. I love your strategy, by the way, period, of, utilizing the universe, utilizing laws and principles. I look up all words. I look up big words, David, and big words to me are big words like fear and big words like overcoming and big words like success and entrepreneur. So you just gave me a word and I'm going to look it up. Even though we know the definition, do we really know, right? Exactly. So diligence, to be diligent, is characterized as being steady, earnest, and energetic effort throughout. So imagine what he just said. Be diligent. You don't want to check that email. If you go through it, if you stay steady, if you stay energetic doing it, you will succeed. You will succeed. So I love that, what your parents said, man. Shout out to your parents again.
I know, man.
Y'all got to get them on the show. I got to get them on the show.
They used to drive me crazy, boy. They tell you some stories about me. I was a headache.
You like to mix up, so.
Yeah, man. I was always one-minded. If I know I'm going to do something, I'm going to get in trouble, I might as well do it.
Do it, right? Go all the way in.
Yep.
Hey, you can find David Wongk. Say the K. If you don't say the K, we're not even listening to you. David Wongk, of course, Pure Tropics owner, creator, founder, Facebook.com, Pure Tropics. Instagram.com, Pure Tropics. And if you got ingrown hairs, I'm gonna call them for the thing on this thing here. I'm gonna
yeah,
get
man. I got something for you for that, man. I
love it. I love it.
Amazing facial oil.
Hey, listen, we got to keep collaborating. We got to keep networking. I love that you came on the show. I believe so much that you are a comfort killer, but that's me telling you. I just need to know from you, David Wong K, please say the K, are you a comfort killer, bro?
I don't even know what comfort is. I'm out here running.
That's it,
I'm
baby.
out here running.
Comfort killers, we'll see you again. I am Stacey A. Cross, and there is no E in my name. Until next time.